What is up, team? So in today's video we're going to be diving into Bitcoin only, because Bitcoin's king. As you guys can see on the right side of my screen, Bitcoin is currently down 7.5%, which is killing the altcoins right now. Altcoins are getting destroyed, as you guys can see on the right side of my screen. But in this video we're going to be diving into the weekly, the monthly, the weekly, the daily, and then so on. We're gonna go to these time frames and see where we can go. So starting off with the monthly time frame, we have right here Bitcoin is currently right now under this very important level, which is the 34,842. Now, of course, this was expected a little bit. If you guys have been watching my videos, I mentioned that Bitcoin was and could and probably will and most likely will retrace to $21,000 to $31,000. And boom, look, we are at $31,000 with absolutely no support at this region. The next heavy support that we will have will be at approximately $29,169. Now, if Bitcoin does break that, we could have a massive free fall to 20K. Now, the reason why this could happen, I'm not saying it will, is this is essentially the second point of control level. Right here is the POC level. Now, if I actually extend that since this level, the point of control was right here. Now, the volume profile tells you how much money was traded at that specific region. Anyways, that's the side real quick. We have no demand. We have nothing. We have no volume right here, which is pretty bad for Bitcoin overall. This could indicate a massive liquidation wick, liquidate all the longs from 2 years ago and just destroy everyone's stop losses. That's very possible. I'm not saying it will happen, but definitely something to talk about. Now, the reason why 30K, the reason why I've been saying and talking about 30K ever since this region is if you actually take the Fibonacci retracement and you extend it to the top, we know that the 0.618 comes down exactly to this level. Okay, now this level is actually my second green line, which is the second support, the strong support that I've been talking about. Now let's retrace that again, okay? 6.18 Fibonacci retracement is currently sitting right here, as you guys can see. Let me move this to the side so you guys can understand. Okay, right here, it's sitting exactly right here. Now the 6.18 is the golden ratio. Okay, for those of you guys who don't know, the 0.618 retracement is huge. A lot of buyers are going to be looking to buy that region. A lot of investors, a lot of traders are going to be looking to buy at that specific region. We saw 2 rejections or 2 wicks right here already, which is funny because it stands exactly at the 6.18. So this is definitely a level that you want to be watching. Now, of course, we could see a nice little rally in the next coming days. To the upside. I'm not going to be longing whatsoever. I'm not going to be taking that risk. Wow, that ambulance is so damn loud. Okay. Anyways, that's to the side. Wow. Okay, so another thing I want to talk about is the RSI, guys. Another thing is that we had a massive hidden bearish divergence. Okay, now for those of you guys who don't know what a hidden bearish divergence is, it's when you have a higher high on the charts, okay, and a lower high on the RSI. Okay, that's a bearish pattern, guys. So I've been talking about this pattern for quite some time. When we were actually on November 8th, when we made that higher high right here and that higher low, okay, I mentioned and I indicated that this was a bearish move and a bearish pattern, and that we could see some heavy downwards action. Now, of course, it was actually right here where I said that, and we went on top. We kept increasing, and then boom, we saw that dump. This was the nice little fake out that we had right here. This was a dead cat bounce followed by a nice little channel. Okay, now this was a bear flag. For those of you guys who don't know what a bear flag, it's when you have a descending not a descending channel, a very hard downtrend, and then you enter a consolidation phase going to the top, and then boom, come down. Now, according to the bear flag, the pattern is that you take it to the top and then you take it to the exit of the breakout, and it brings us exactly to $10,000. Now, this is the pattern that you do it in smaller time frames, not really in bigger time frames. Now, what's interesting about $10,000 is that it brings us again to the VPVR, or point of control, right here. Very interesting. I know, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't want to say that we are going to 10K, but it's very interesting that it meets up exactly with our point of control. Once again, I'm not saying we're going to go there, but it's definitely something to consider. I personally don't think that Bitcoin will go down to 20K, but even in the last bull run, I said Bitcoin wasn't going to go down below 10K, and look, it went down to even 3K. So although it's not probable, it's definitely possible. I don't want to say it's impossible, but that's that real quick. Now, on the daily time frame, I mean, EMA ribbons, as you guys know, once we broke up below these EMA ribbons on April 8th, I mentioned that this was a very, very bearish pattern and that we were essentially coming down. We got rejected by the EMA ribbons right here a few times. Nothing too crazy to see over here. We know that the EMA ribbon have been holding us right here throughout the bull market. So when we're in a bull market, you're gonna wanna buy at the exponential moving average, and when you're in a bear market, you're gonna essentially wanna sell at the EMA ribbon unless we break back out or unless other time frames tells us otherwise. Having a look at the 4-hour candle, I mean, we're just dumping and going crazy. We are pretty we're oversold. We're crazy oversold on the 4-hour. I mean, we haven't been this oversold since right here, which was January 24, 2022. We haven't been this oversold. The question is are we going to see a relief bounce? Are we going to see a crazy bounce or a small bounce on Bitcoin in the next coming days? Maybe, or next coming hours. Very, very possible. We could see a bounce up to $34,000 before seeing a crazy or a bounce back to $30,000. But we're going to have to see. I mean, charts don't lie. Bitcoin's bleeding. There's a recession is in the eyes. Stock market's bleeding right now. So it's not just Bitcoin. It's not just altcoins. It's not just NFTs. It's also the stock market. It's the housing market right now. Everything is bleeding. Feds raised rates. I think it was last week by 0.5 basis points, I believe. So so that's that on the short TA of Bitcoin. If you guys like this video, of course, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.